Hello. So today we are going to go ahead and uh, continue talking about conjunctions. And remember, conjunctions are going to connect two clauses together. So you have your first clause and the second clause, which are complete sentences, or could be independent or dependent clause as well. But the conjunction connects those together. So, for example, right, in English, it could be a sentence, which is an independent clause, period, and then a new independent clause, but then the conjunction adds them together. And sometimes we create conjunctions so that the statement can flow better. Everything connects more easily, and it doesn't sound so robotic and so structured. It flows better. And ASL is the same reason. It also helps for that flow. So we're going to look at the sentence. I'm going to buy a shirt, then get some flowers. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with putting up all these different posters. And like always, no matter what, all of our gloss will be in capital letters. Going to is really meaning more of a future tense. And we know future tense comes first, so let's just go ahead and put that first anyway. Right? We know time always comes first. So we have buy a shirt. Right, but in ASL we will tell the shirt, what about the shirt? We're going to buy it, right? Okay, and then we have our first clause that is technically finished. That is our first sentence. It's an independent clause. It can stand by itself. It's a complete sentence. It's a complete utterance. So we're going to go ahead and then add the conjunction or connector. And remember that will help connect these first two, the first clause to the second clause, to make it flow just a little bit more smoothly. So since this is a singular sentence, right, there's no new subject, so we know that I am still the one that's buying the flowers, and we don't have to reiterate that in English. So remember, in ASL, there's no pluralization. You have to add some type of sign to add the meaning of an as. We can't just well, actually, technically, flower can mean one flower, and it can mean many flowers as well. If I want to be more specific, yes, I could be more specific. ASL likes us to be a little bit more specific, or, show the classifier to show that specificity. So we can add more signs and we can make it a little bit more. But, for today, let's just keep it as flowers by, or flower by. Okay, so we're not going to add any pluralization to that. Okay, so all together, in the future, a shirt I'm going to buy, and when I'm done with that, finish, right, flowers, buy. So remember that this is telling you that I'm doing two things, right? First thing I'm going to do is buy this, and then the second thing I'm going to do is buy flowers. So the finish just helps all of this kind of flow together, and I don't have to sign everything twice. In the future, I'm going to buy a shirt. In the future, I'm going to buy flowers. It looks really awkward and looks very weird. By using a conjunction, by using finish, we don't have to say anything doubly. We don't have to add anything with these extra signs again. We can just sign one super long sentence. Right? It just flows. It looks nice. It looks better. It's easier to also sign because it's less signs. So, another reason why you might want to use conjunctions is, like, for example, you're presenting about your everyday routines or what you did over the weekend, and you want to divide the actual physical day into different times of day: morning, noon, afternoon, night. And so you have each chunk of time, and the conjunction of finish will actually help bridge that all together. So now you kind of know about conjunctions, and hopefully you start to use those more in the future in your own signing.